Indeed. Time for another Meat Locker lane play featuring me. This time, Meat Locker. We're going to discuss the 121B, which might be my favorite tier 10 out of the whole crew.
Man!
So, what's it got going for it? Well, really good armor. Just got to angle it a little bit. Really strong turret. They buffed it. The gun fires much more quickly. And, yeah, I think I might prefer it to the Sheridan. You can just take your Sheridan and just dump that thing in the garbage.
Throw in the garbage can. Yeah, nothing but garbage.
So why don't we head on over to Falls Creek and put this bit of Chinese marketing magic to work. And off we go. Well, we've got mediums and lights, and they got mediums and lights, so there's only one place to go. Damn, dude. Alright, so getting set up here at the favorite bush. No, not your mom's. Crew is properly assembled. Not too many stragglers. Couple guys back there in spawn, unfortunately. Soft cover. Trying to farm. Always nice to poke one into a Sheridan. Look at the significantly faster reload now that they have on this thing. And the gun is like a laser. It's really, really quite accurate. If you sacrifice chickens to RNG this, of course. Our T62 is pushed way up, and I'm thinking crazy, but he does a good job. This Object 140 is doing a terrible job. What are you going to do? Totally wrong idea. Really dumb.
Yeah.
See you later, dude. That'll be another. And this guy probably should have bailed out. Both of these guys should have gone and gotten behind the other reds in order to not take so much fire.
Not happy with your decision, yeah.
You can see our T62 is still alive there on the left, and we're all focused on this Progetto. 3 guns looking at him. It's kind of rough for him. And I should have pushed forward down into the valley a little bit, but I maybe should have done that earlier, so I'm going to move in there now and take care of some business here, take these guys out. Use my armor, use my laser gun. Alright, 3 down.
This is between me and these 2 bullshit guys.
Bat chat, 4. And my 5th. Super fast game. This is like 2 minutes in. Unbelievable.
This is stupid. This is stupid, you know.
You'll notice I've done less than 2,000 damage. I mean, this game went so quickly. And this guy's just properly given up. No point here.
Right here is a crime, pal.
Can't say I blame him too much. And that's it. Whole team done in 2.5 minutes. Pathetic.
It's been so fast you can't even talk about it.
So yeah, Radley Walters. Even with that Radley Walters, you can see I did not get the legendary damage, just the epic, because the team was just pumping out damage and I was cleaning up. So yeah, even the compensation, 9,500 in credits, was not that high for this one. Let us move along to the next match. One thing I forgot to mention is that I actually did these 3 games back to back, so it's just 3 in a row. And here we go. Normandy. One of the maps I like. I tend to like the larger maps and really dislike things like Dynasty Pearl. So the Reds are heavy with TDs. We are pretty speedy in comparison to them. We both got 2 lights. Figure the action is going to take place here on low ground. That seems to be the meta these days for some reason. Nobody likes to take high ground anymore. And I like to use these bunkers and berms here on the right as a bit of cover. I'm just checking to see if anyone's coming this way, and I can see that it looks as if they are pushing up the middle section of the hill by the cap where the plane is crashed. So push a little bit more forward, trying to keep that angle going. And there's our first victim. And you can tell he's not a great player because this person just sits there in the middle and gets wrecked. Yeah. What are you doing at top tiers, dude?
Down and out.
Now that's just a big tomato. That's hard to pen, and I should have abandoned ship earlier, but I'm still not quite aware where everybody is, but I should have left. Got good armor, but not that good. Not good enough to lose 1/3 your HP.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Well, I hope so. Let's go be of use. Does not make sense for me to loiter around here. I should be looking for someone like this isolated target. So a Sheridan, my favorite prey in this machine.
I'm better than you are, yeah.
Because you can out DPM them pretty well.
Styling out there like a champion, yeah.
And I remember with the Sheridans and these missile tanks, they have a long reload. So once they fired, rush in and nail them. Ugh, you still have to deal with RNG for stuff like that.
Lucky person, yeah.
But hey, now we get one into him here.
Very good, okay, very good.
And this is an odd one.
Fine interference, yeah.
See how the reticle jumps down to aiming on my own teammate as he passes by, and it screws up my shot. That's really a buggy thing and not a feature. So missile is fired again from the Sheridan. You know he's fired. You have about 16 seconds to move in there safely. So I'm going to go after him, but he's just too fast. So I'm not going to chase him in this case. Stop and take a look where I can be of use. And I know I see the waffle tractor by himself. Maybe I can clear him. He's isolated. But then I see one of our teammates die, and he's good. It's a knack pack. He's a good player, so I go get the rear of these guys instead to help out.
Yeah.
Down goes the E3. And I see some skirmish breaking out over here, and I want to add my gun to this. Take this guy out. Go back to that waffle tractor who was camped up in the bush. Hit his buddy. Use this edge here.
And I'm living now, yeah.
The bounce and the kill.
Cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
That's right.
The cream, yeah. The cream of the crop.
The cream of the crop.
Yeah.
Love.
There is no one that does it better.
Alright, shut the fuck up. Yeah, I love, you notice how I put the turbo boost on there, just ram the Sheridan and get that extra impact and put him away. So, nice game, second class again, 2638, not exactly the greatest amount of damage, but leading the team to a victory with 4 kills and highest damage. Let's move it over to Canyon, one of the large maps again that I tend to like, and as I've mentioned in other videos, basically, I don't care which side you're on, you're either going B for spotting or C for sniping. And I like to head to C. This tank does not have good gun depression, so being at the B spot puts a, removes a bit of flexibility from what you can do. So yes, I'm referring to the supremacy maps, the caps, A, B, and C. B is the center cap, C is where I'm headed now, and A is the worst spot to go over to the left from my point of view.
This shit, no.
Especially from the other side of the map is terrible. But here, if your team is going to B, or if their team is even going to A, you can often see them and hit them like this. So what you need to do is use this bush here and make sure nobody is approaching before you get too comfortable. And people who come up, you can see right there, right in the middle, you can hit them for your team as they crest that hill. But do not forget to look to see if slow heavies are coming up towards you to the right of where I am. You can sit here, spend some time, slow down the game, no need to rush and YOLO in all you noobs, just all the people getting wrecked in the first 30 seconds, or even minute. There you go.
Be careful.
Unfortunate miss. A bounce, but he's seen me now. I love that turret armor, baby. As good as a T-54. So we lost a guy already. They have pushed, look at how far around the red guys have pushed, all the way to the 7 o'clock position there on the map. in the southwest corner. So I'm going to relocate and see if I can get the rear and or flank of some guys here. And you'll notice that a lot of the games for me start off slowly. You don't want to overextend. You don't want to solo. You don't want to get removed from the game early. Help your team. Stay alive. Do damage. See what's happening a little bit. Try to stay alive. Each gun in the game is 14.9% of your team. So don't lose what is basically 15%. And here, we've lost 2 and 2 now. We've lost 3 and they have 2, so 1 advantage on us. And we are losing firepower. So I'm going to go in. I'm aware that there's a tank off to the right. Don't want to drive in the water too much because it slows you down, but I do want to hit these guys. Now a real battle begins. Got this T-54 doing good work. And there's that light tank that I was wary of. Got the heavies. Take him out. As a target of opportunity. Don't forget to look around just because you're in a battle. Bounce the T-54. Hit him again. I want to be close to him to make it hard for him to get his gun down. And he's gone. So there we go. 2 guys dead in just seconds. This bat chat, you can tell, is not the most accomplished of players. So he's exposing himself and doesn't know how to use his speed. He basically is camping out. Does not have good gun depression. An unfortunate miss for both of us. But see how I conserve my HP and I can spend it when needed later to win. And once he's on the reload, it's all over for this guy. Used my adrenaline to put him away. I'm gonna chill a little bit. I was thinking of resetting camo, but it's obvious this game's over. 1 light tank left. Let's see what we can do here. That was a shot completely on reflex. I assumed he would go there, wasn't really fully aimed, I just let the round fly, so lucky for me. 4 kills, 12,000, well 13,000 in credits there if I watched the old movie, and 3,274 damage. Really fun little brawl down there. 121B, again B stands for bully, and this tank can bully a lot of other tanks. You can circle of death and do a lot of stuff. Gun depression sucks, but beyond that, it's strong, strong, strong. Alright, end of the show. You guys know what to do. Please send me your lane plays to meet_locker@altered.audio, or even send them on in to Discord at meet_locker #9911. You'll be #1 in my heart, and yeah, I could use the content. Got a lot of new stuff coming up. But could always feature yours, so let me know how salty you want it. And as always, remember kids,